Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews, and how about these nuts? So today we're going to be checking out Untappd Brewing Company, Brewing Untappd Company. What do you think? How do you think they're supposed to be done, right? That's kind of weird. Whatever. But they're mixed nuts cream ale. Now, I haven't had this. I'm not a big nutty guy to be in my beers. And I know brown ales usually kind of have that flavor. And I've only really actually had one truly good brown ale that I was like, I'm going to buy this again. Unfortunately, that beer is no longer being produced. But I have had Untappd Brewing Company's pistachio cream ale. And I thought it was probably one of the best pistachio flavored beers and just great nut flavored beer I've ever had. So when I got sent this mixed nut cream ale, I'm super excited. So who's ready for these nuts? This beer comes in at a 5.5% ABV, a 15 IBUs. It gets an average rating on Untappd of 3.84. A spritzy mingle of hazelnut, almond, and roasted chestnuts. Mixed Nuts Cream Ale is a delightful mixed bag with a salty finish. Oh my gosh, they had to say salty. Mouthful after mouthful. This cream ale is nuttier than ever, and each sip better than the last. Yeah, I mean, they knew people were gonna make fun of this, right? All right, let's dive in. Cream ale, that's nice. It's got a nice golden color to it. You know, being nutty, I just hope it's not like those white stouts. But again, they did a fantastic job with their pistachio one. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be like that. It smells nutty, but it has a nice, like, almost roasted honey malt, which kind of works because, like, I know peanut's not a nut, but you know, like honey roasted peanuts. We'll see. As far as the cream ale goes, it hits that right on the nose. It's just a little bit thicker body, smoother than just like a blonde ale. As far as mixed nuts go, we're talking like salty. Don't really get too much out of it. There's a slight nutty flavor to it. I don't know. Honestly, it kind of tastes like Budweiser. Not a cold Budweiser, but like a warmer one where their malt kind of starts coming out and you taste a little bit more of that riceness. And then there's a weird like yeasty flavor to it, like a cheap Belgian yeast or something like that. Like, it really takes a long time for any essence of nuttiness to come and get you. But that lingering flavor, like, it reminds me so much of drinking like a Budweiser. I mean, 5.5%, that's basically a Budweiser. This is like craft Budweiser. Now it smells nuttier. Once you get into there like this smells like some nuts. It's odd. It just reminds me of like warm Budweiser. Like, yeah, if you have ice cold Budweiser, it really doesn't taste like a whole lot. But if you have it like, I don't know, a little bit warmer or not, just not ice cold, you're gonna taste some maltiness. Now, if you're used to drinking IPAs all day, you probably won't. But if you start drinking Budweiser a lot, you start to understand the taste of it. When I did the freeze distillation of Budweiser, check that video out, it brought out all the malt flavors and it almost had like a banana flavor to it. This almost has like, I can taste that maltiness in it. I can taste the same malt that was in Budweiser. At least that's what it kind of comes off as. So as I'm drinking it and it's warming up a little bit, it is a little bit better. I'm tasting a little bit more nuttiness. It's not tasting quite as much like Budweiser, but it's still there. And that hint of Budweiser, of domestic lagers, is really there. And specifically, again, Budweiser, it's just so odd. Even the nut aspect of this beer is kind of drying my mouth out like the rice does in Budweiser. So it has a very similar effect. But if you have someone in your life that is, I am a domestic Budweiser drinker all the way through and through, that's all I drink, you craft people are always looking up to me, you might want to show them this beer. This might get them into some craft beer, like, oh, well, I didn't know that they had this style of beer. So maybe don't show them a craft lager, show them a craft cream ale, and maybe a nut flavored one. Indeed, these nuts might convert them. Enough of the these nuts joke. You can only do it so much. Cheers, guys. Okay, so hang on a second. I just did my outro and everything, and you'll probably notice my beer's a lot lower. That's because I was holding it and doing a lot of different stuff, and the beer actually warmed up a bit, like a lot more so. And then tasting it on the final cheers, it actually started to taste like more of a nut cream ale. And it had almond, was roasted hazelnuts, chestnuts, almonds especially, you know how it has a drying flavor to it, like lightly salted. So if you are to get this beer, I do recommend maybe letting it sit and warm up closer to, not room temperature, but just below room temperature, not refrigerator temperature. And that's where you're probably gonna find more of that nuttiness if you're having trouble finding it. Still smells like Budweiser though. Now, back to the outro. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Remember, hit like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media stuff. The links will be at the very bottom of the description. So go ahead and check those out. While you're down there, go ahead and leave a comment or two. You know, that's what that little blanking space is for, to type comments. Have you ever had a mixed nut cream ale? Have you ever had Indeed Brewing? Again, check out their pistachio. If you are a pistachio fan, their pistachio cream ale is phenomenal. I like it a lot better than this one. This is still good, but if you like Budweiser, buy this. See you guys.